Dr. Mbolo, you're welcome.
Kalia, where are you welcoming her to? I have not yet finished with my ongoing confession, and you're already welcoming her?
Daddy, are you a sinner?
No, you are a sin.
You're a kind person, sir.
Yes, I'm a kind person, only to you. As a senior administrator, I'm not supposed to be kind. But for you, I am kind.
Thank you, sir. I can't fully express my gratitude.
Don't worry. One day you have to pay for it in kind.
What do you mean by that, sir?
Where's Toka?
That is not the answer to my question.
Young lady, I'm not supposed to answer your questions.
I understand. But I still have one question for you.
Alright, go ahead and ask.
Sir, are you a romantic person?
What has romance got to do here?
I want to understand your kindness and your kind.
I'm a very serious-minded person in all aspects, even when I'm being kind.
And I'm a serious woman too.
No problem. One day our seriousness will get to meet somewhere. And
what?
It's a hell of a job working with the president, by the president, and for the president.
It's really hard on you, Uncle.
That's what your mother doesn't understand.
If she does not understand you, try to understand her. She's always talking about you.
She's always been like that. There are things I can change and others I can do nothing about.
Uncle, Mama thinks you can change everything. Do something for her.
Well, every daughter must stand by the mother.
Uncle, I'm not standing by her. Anything you do for her is for all of us.
I'll do my best. I have all of you in mind.
Thank you, Uncle. Life with you is a celebration.
Don't yet say that.
I'll always say I'm happy with you.
Daddy, did you confess all your sins?
Why the question? As a matter of fact, if a man of my status and history confesses all his sins, he will die.
Daddy, what is the difference between a sin and a crime?
Please don't suffocate me with questions. You can force me into another sin.
Daddy, as your daughter, and a very good one at that, I can help you.
Yes, that's true, but not by asking questions. Anyway, let me give you the difference between a crime and a sin.
I can provide an answer to that question. Yes.
Okay. Go ahead before you insult me.
Friday, I am waiting for you in the new cabinet.
Kenya, so you two will be appointed?
No, I will not be appointed, but my father will be there.
Okay. Let me give you the difference between a crime and a sin. Can I say?
Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. You see Mangane? Mangane is both a crime and a sin. Because she was born over a drink bought with government money.
My friend, will you shut up?
Sorry. But sir, I will still have to finish my answer. Yes, sir. As for you, Kelly, you don't fall within the above categories as a daughter. But as a young girl, you are a sinner. You have sinned.
Friday, who asked you to answer the question?
My intelligence gives me enough freedom.
So, you now use your freedom to destroy my family?
I cannot do that. Yes, I cannot do that. I am praying. In fact, our prayer is that something good should come from the presidency.
Daddy, the earlier the appointment comes, the better. I have personally lost a lot of respect.
What do you want to do with respect? Even if you were to have respect, you will not be here.
Very often, I just look at the world and laugh.
Yes, sir. Laughing is a very good thing. We laugh to be healthy. Kenya.
Who asked you to put your mouth in this thing?
Good morning, all of you.
Good morning, sir.
It's a long time we've not met.
That's true, sir. So many things have been happening. You have appointed and disappointed so many people.
Well, our company is becoming the number one company in everything.
That's all you, sir. We've been the number one for a very long time.
Well, it was not official. You see, this time we have been mentioned by Forbes, the number one magazine for important things and important people.
Wow.
Great news, sir.
I must congratulate all of you for the excellent work you have been doing.
Oh, yes, sir. We must confess our admiration for your great leadership.
one day one of you will be sitting on this chair.
Sir, that chair is too heavy for us.
You are young people, you shouldn't be afraid of challenges. The future is yours.
So there are so many advices that can never be put to practice.
We have heard you. Sir, we just received some urgent mails.
From where?
From a neighboring country, Pania. They have a serious problem. Their country and economy is drowning in oil.
Oil?
Oil as in petroleum.
Oil, that's a good problem. Oil is money.
There is money and oil everywhere. And the people are confused and suffering in their fortune.
They have bought everything that is to be bought, but the oil keeps flowing.
Sir, the country has had to create a full-time ministry to teach the people how to use modern toilet and other strange facilities that come with sudden wealth.
Sir, they don't know the kind of help they need. They are appealing to all ventures to do something before they are completely carried away by this strange kind of good fortune.
That's international consultancy.
Must you put your mouth in everything?
Yes. When I'm doing my job. Standing by your father.
Friday, you are not standing by me. Rather, you are standing on me and on my family.
No, sir. Your family is too big for anybody to stand on. Don't misunderstand my usefulness.
Kalia,
Daddy.
we have let this man attract too much attention in this house.
Daddy, sack him.
Sack me. He cannot.
Oh, yes.
Don't you know that?
I can sack you from our friendship.
Daddy, he's no longer my friend.
See, sir, I am aware of all this. I know when the appointment comes back, I will lose my friendship. But I will not lose my job. So I will still serve you diligently. Okay.
Friday, when the appointment comes, I will not forget all what you've said and done.
On the other hand, I will forget and forgive all what you said and done. I am a good man.
Kalia, never you get into a verbal war with this short man. He has a very dangerous arsenal of words.
I have used all the words on this earth on Kenya. Yet, she still sees me as a common houseboy. To her eyes, I am nobody.
Friday, you are already something. You are a past, present, and future houseboy. And that opportunity is not given to anybody.
What are you calling opportunity? So you call this anger and frustration opportunity? Look out there. My colleagues, fellow houseboys, have moved from houseboy to driver, and from driver to other things, while I am here, sitting in a minister's house, an ex-minister's house, waiting for appointment, with a houseboy salary. Is that what you call a
Mr. Friday, my family and the government of this country owe you. In fact, my future is owing you.
Exactly, sir.
My father has a very bright future.
What about your future? Is it in front or is it behind? Is it bright or obscure? Forget about your father's future and continue well.
That's enough. What's wrong with you?
Do we contact the Holy Virgin? That's a practical economic matter. She can pray and the oil will dry up.
They need their peace and the money at the same time. Sir, the president of that country is extending a personal invitation to you or to any high-level employee from this company.
Well, I will not have the time to go there. I'll be busy. But the new lady were quiet. She can represent us. Is that not so?
That's true, sir. She has been taught a lot of good and civilized manners. She has the kind of looks that can be appreciated by wealthy international people.
We can't just let her go there alone.
She must be drilled over and over, and one of you must accompany her. By the way, how much are they offering?
Sir, with this kind of people, we should not make a charge. They are so rich and they don't even know how to count money. We will take along bags and account numbers, make sure that they are all filled up.
And we will also teach them how to spend the money.
We will also teach them how to steal. That will reduce the over-liquidity stress on their government. We will open the valve for money to go out and peace coming.
So you are strongly advising that the people should steal some of the money.
Sir, is it not you who said that the African governance is a proper management of corruption?
Sir, those people actually know nothing about embezzlement. We will teach them how to build solid houses on weak foundation. Trust all ventures.
Then, when we must have taken them to the place that Africans want, the IMF will continue with the structural readjustment plan.
Young people, how do you come by so much knowledge?
We have been having online courses in Catasconomics with the University of Balatan.
where you may also have to advise them to transfer the Ministry of Oil Affairs to this company.
Wow.
That's great news, sir.
Bro, have you heard of a company called All Ventures?
Yes. Actually, I have an uncle who works there as a gate man. I mean, he's very rich.
How can a gate man be very rich?
It all depends on how much his salary is. In fact, I hear everybody who works at All Ventures is very rich.
Okay. I'll go there for a job. The company belongs to us.
What do you mean by the company belongs to us?
We're in the same town. I see the cars all over the place. The young recruits who work there, they practically run this town. You know? The girls listen only to them.
Anyway, what job will you be applying for?
Well, I hear it's a strange place, so I'll just go there and present myself and say I want a job. They'll probably just look at me and determine what I can do for them.
Yeah. I think you're right. Because my uncle, the gate man, says strange things happen in that company. Besides, everybody and everything is useful.
All right. And I read that everybody is useful there, and I think that's a powerful philosophy. So I'll just go and apply.
Not long ago, the press said someone wanted to sell his hat and the company bought it.
That's great. If they buy such things, it means there's witchcraft in the place.
No. I don't think so. They buy only for export. You know, the white people are very funny. In fact, they buy practically everything.
Wait, hold up. For exports, I understand. But a black man's hat, they'll buy it for what?
Have you ever heard of heart transplant? The black man's heart is not black. It's only his skin.
No, I've not. Well, I don't think I want to hear.
You must hear. You see, a weak heart can be replaced with a stronger heart. And a sick heart can be replaced with a healthy heart.
Laka, I think you're saying things you don't understand.
Come on, do you actually read? This heart transplant has been existing for decades.
So you mean to tell me that I can just go to that company called All Ventures and say I want a brain transplant?
Yes, of course you can. So far as you have the money. In fact, at that company, money talks.
Okay. In fact, I think I need new brains. There are so many things I don't understand.
Come on, go right to the end. There are so many things you will never understand. As a matter of fact, if you get to All Ventures, they will just look at the size of your head and determine the capacity of your brain and recommend one for you. You know, if you go to All Ventures and they give you a very powerful and sophisticated brain, I think you'll be mad.
But sorry for the short notice. But being able and capable people, you understand the urgency and need of your services to All Ventures.
Please, start from somewhere. I don't understand what you are talking about.
I am talking about the services we will be expecting from the three of you. The general manager has appointed the three of you to the post of technical advisors.
Technical advisor? What is that? I am not a technician.
Understood, madam. You all have had serious problems in your lives. That is the technique.
And we have had different problems before.
There is nothing as enriching in life as problems. The experience you had in solving your problems will be needed in All Ventures.
So you've called us here to exploit our problems?
Not really, madam. You will be paid for having solved your own problems. Here in All Ventures, we are very generous. We need your experience. You need our money.
My dear young man, which village or tribe do you come from?
We don't come from villages, madam. We are universal citizens. We love the world.
Why are you hiding your tribe or village? Are you ashamed of your origin?
Yes, madam. I am ashamed. And so what? My boss wants to waste money on the three of you. Here you are asking me silly and useless questions.
Let's get things clear. Young man, can you, in a few words, explain what your company expects from us?
And how much will you be paying?
I have already said you will be technical advisors. And about your pay, the boss will make you comfortable.
Give us a sample of the problems we will be advising you on in all ventures.
Madam, in case your daughter falls in love with your driver, what do you do?
That is not a technical problem.
Okay, let's say your church pastor is going out with choir members. What do you do?
That's a normal issue. It doesn't need a technical answer.
You seem to know so much about that company.
Yeah, I know because I read and I do research on strange things and happening. You see, by the time you get to all ventures, they'll just look at the size of this your head and recommend a Congolese brain for you.
I will not accept. I don't want to be a singer, man.
Okay, I think a Brazilian brain would do, because you see now we are using their head.
I don't want a Brazilian. I don't want to be a footballer either.
Okay, maybe a Jewish brain. You see those people were very, very intelligent. It might help you.
I don't want a Jewish brain. I have nothing against Palestinians.
Then what kind of brain do you probably want?
Well, a good local brain will suffice for me. I mean, a sophisticated Cameroonian brain that can twist things and make profit.
Okay, so if I understand you well, you want a brain of a high civil servant.
Precisely, bro. I mean, I can get a good job and then my family can see the fruit of my hands,
Now that you are interested in government jobs and political jobs, if you get to all ventures and they ask you a simple question like...
like what, bro?
Okay, like name the 5 presidents that have existed in Cameroon.
That's hard for me. I remember 2. My brain has failed me. I don't know the other 3.
From the look of things, your brain is good enough only for robotic positions in all ventures.
Madam, let's say bribe given to a minister is stolen by his own bodyguard. What do you do?
How much money are we talking about here?
I want to know the bodyguard.
What do you want to do with the bodyguard?
I have lost money before.
I know when you hear of money, there is a skip in a heartbeat. That is a hypothetical question.
We know. But let me tell you one thing. When it comes to money matters, we can be very useful.
Daughters have the right to go out with whosoever they wish. Let me tell you a little experience of mine. My husband had a child with our house help. When I protested, he had a second child, and they all left home. The answer to most problems is ignorance. When you know nothing about everything, you are in heaven.
That is not the kind of experience we need. You are supposed to be people who have suffered moral, spiritual, and physical pain and damage.
If you hear my personal problems, you'll be sorry for me.
We don't want to be sorry for you. We want to make you useful to yourself, to the society, and to the company.
Young man, how much money are we talking about here? And secondly, who is going to be our boss among the 3 of us here?
You will all be equals.
No, we cannot be equals. I have so many problems in my life. So much that it cannot be equal to these 2 women put together.
You cannot be sure, madam. You don't know how much pain I've had being a childless widow.
That is exactly what we're talking about. Experience.
If that's the kind of experience you're talking about, then forget. I am the boss. My husband is in prison for embezzlement. Our accounts have been blocked. I borrowed money from the church council, and for that, our cars were seized.
You are all leaders in misfortune. Each of you is a boss. Welcome to All Ventures.
The 2 of you cannot just be doing nothing. I've made some contacts in All Ventures. You go there tomorrow and get interviewed for jobs.
Sister,
What kind of jobs? Do you have a choice? Anything they give you will be good.
But I heard they do terrible things in that company.
No, my dear, you get it wrong. Is it not strange for two girls like you to sit home doing nothing?
No, sister. In this country, unemployment is a very normal thing.
In fact, the unemployed are the majority. Actually, it is very strange to be employed in this country.
I don't want to argue with you. Tomorrow you go to All Ventures and get interview.
Sister, how do we dress?
You can dress in any attire, anything goes there, and the salaries are good.
You know, both of us are university graduates. We should at least know something before going there.
You're right, but you know, you're not employed, and that's the most important thing.
So, what do we meet over there?
Go to the secretariat. There's a girl there whose principal role is to scare people away, but don't let her scare you. Ask to see the communication officer, he will attend to you.
So, how can somebody's job be to scare people?
My dear, that's a useful function in big companies. Thousands of people go there for jobs. So someone must be there to scare chicken-hearted applicants.
Well, I'm not chicken-hearted. So, what do we tell the communication officer?
Tell him I sent you. You know that young man has very strong eyes. He will scan you thoroughly before even letting you settle on his topic. But don't be afraid.
Is that an official exercise?
I don't work in All Ventures, but an eye scan cannot kill any of you.
That's nothing. I mean, men look at women every day and everywhere.
But that's not the look the communication officer will give you. He looks at you
You junior officers must learn how to manage the spotlight. You should be happy you have jobs.
Sorry, sir, I was just observing.
I know, but that betrays your fear for public attention. Thousands of young men of your age out there are unemployed, and they look up to you for inspiration.
That's true, sir. I have already inspired one of the young men sitting over there.
Really? How did you know?
Sir, I can feel the heat of his eyes on me.
So the heat, are you receiving it negatively or positively?
I'm afraid, sir, the heat is going to damage my skin.
Come on, Maria, don't exaggerate. Visual heat from that distance cannot damage your body.
Maria, just show me the young man.
What do you want to say?
It is my duty to protect all employees from all kinds of danger.
Don't trust women that seriously, sir. Who knows, she might be enjoying the heat.
Tuka, you are not serious. Marian, go ahead and show me the young man.
That's the young